What's happening in the world isn't just politics. It's not chaos. This is exposure. It's spiritual warfare. For years, people who questioned the system were mocked, silenced, labeled crazy. And now, the very things they warned about are being rolled out in our faces. It's straight arrogant. There are forces of evil at work: corruption, power built on fear. What you're witnessing globally: genocide, human trafficking, pedophilia at a massive scale. How they get away with it: divide and conquer, not just from each other, but from within ourselves. But here's the truth: evil can't take your power unless you're disconnected from your own. Hi, I'm Juliana, and welcome to my 8-part series of the feminine rising through healing and power. In today's episode 1, the imbalance that created the madness, we're going deeper because no one is here to save us but ourselves, and awareness alone won't cut it. We're breaking down how fear distorted both the feminine and the masculine in all of us, regardless of gender. The feminine and masculine were never meant to compete. But the truth is, we've barely scratched the surface of the feminine power and how the distortion began.
More than 75% of the ocean is undiscovered. And what has that much power? That's the power of a woman. And we have no idea, maybe even 2% of just how powerful women are. Giving birth to babies and being able to be the nurturers of humanity, that is so much power that you can't even fathom.
When a power can create life, it deserves reverence. But when power is misunderstood, it's feared. Fear turns into control and suppression, instead of being honored as wisdom, intuition, and creation. The feminine was shamed, silenced, and controlled. When the feminine becomes unsafe, a ripple effect takes place. Women overfunction and harden into their masculinity. Men become ungrounded in their masculinity and disconnect to cope. And that's why the distortion evolved. The roles got flipped, and now we're living in extremes of distorted polarity in families, dating, leadership, and especially identities. Relationships are collapsing. The desire to procreate is fading. And children are raised to witness and normalize the duress of this chaos. This is what nervous systems in constant fear look like at scale. And the vicious cycle repeats itself. That's the madness we're living in. This isn't who we are. It's an imbalance. The feminine and masculine are divine forces that are meant to flow together, not compete, not overpower, not divide, but harmonize. When the masculine protects and serves the feminine with structure and direction through love, the feminine then feels the desire to open her heart and nourish the masculine with softness, gentleness, kindness, and compassion. This is sacred reciprocity. This is harmony. So this is how it changes, not by reversing domination, but by restoring balance. And we restore balance by doing the internal work. So you're no longer programmable by fear. We lead by healing what got twisted within us.
A healed feminine activates the masculine's mission, his purpose. Her softness, literal softness, calls out the warrior in him. He sees her beauty and radiance in those moments and remembers something. And the healed masculine protects her peace like it's sacred, because it is. She doesn't have to fight for safety, physically or emotionally. He is the
Healing is how we break the cycle and restore the flow. So our children inherit harmony, not war as normal, because harmony is mastery and the highest form of power. And when the nervous system heals, the next generation changes. This isn't soft work. This is regulation. This is leadership. This is episode 1 of Feminine Rising Through Healing and Power, and we're only skimming the surface. Comment your thoughts and give it some love if it hit. I'll see you next at episode 2, Emotional Intelligence. Regulation is Power, where we discover emotional intelligence and how self-leadership and deep internal work is how we rise.